So, what do you get when you mix Tibetan monks, Antarctic pyramids, Reddit conspiracy threads, and, well, a guy who claimed time flowed backward in his dreams? You get Leng, a place so strange it actually makes the Bermuda Triangle look like, I don't know, a theme park gift shop. Leng is the kind of place that honestly exists in ancient scrolls, horror novels, and, surprisingly, in Google Earth rabbit holes. It's been described as a haunted plateau, a dream realm, and my personal favorite, the Airbnb of cosmic horrors, cheap rent, but your sanity isn't getting that security deposit back. And the guy who made it, kind of, a lanky horror writer from Rhode Island named H.P. Lovecraft, who built an entire mythology just to warn us there are things not meant to be known, but I'm going to write stories about them anyway. This is the legend, the mystery, and honestly, the madness of Leng, the plateau at the edge of reality. Let's rewind. Early 20th century. The world was buzzing with big ideas. Freud was decoding dreams. Einstein was bending space-time, and theosophists were casually claiming there were ancient cities buried in Antarctica. Enter Howard Phillips Lovecraft, a guy who hated daylight, feared seafood, and basically said, what if everything we know is just the surface layer? And beneath it, there's cosmic horror and really confusing geography. Lovecraft wasn't working with GPS, but in his fiction, he started placing mysterious locations like Kadath and, yes, Leng in dreamscapes, alternate dimensions, and occasionally right here on Earth. Sort of, kind of, maybe. So where is Leng? Well, that really depends on who you ask. Some say it's in Tibet, hidden behind ancient monasteries and guarded by monks with secrets older than time itself. Others claim it's in Antarctica, buried under ice right next to alien ruins and shape-shifting penguins. And then a few believe it's more of a mental construct, a place you visit in dreams just before your alarm clock saves you from, losing your mind. Lovecraft didn't exactly clarify, but in his letters he did hint that Leng was a confluence of real-world myths, Tibetan demons, forbidden plateaus, and those chilling Antarctic landscapes he read about in expedition reports. Basically, Leng is the school hallway where reality and fiction high-five, and then quietly panic. In Lovecraft's universe, Leng isn't just a setting, it's an event that happens to your sanity. Let's start with his novella, The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, written back in 1926 where Leng first pops up. Our hero, Randolph Carter, is wandering through the dreamlands trying to find a sunset city, and well, guess what? He accidentally ends up in Leng. Classic wrong turn, except instead of getting mugged, he finds goat-like cannibal things, mad priests, and a tower where space is twisted like a Mobius strip. Carter escapes, barely. Not because he's strong, but because the locals are too busy worshipping Nyarlathotep, a cosmic entity whose job description is basically spread insanity and ruin your weekend. Then in At the Mountains of Madness, written in 1931, Lovecraft hints that Leng might be Antarctica? The explorers in the story stumble upon ruins that are, well, older than humans themselves, complete with murals of tentacle monsters doing a bit of interior decorating. And what's etched into the walls? References to a mysterious plateau of Leng. So, Tibetan myths or Antarctic ice? The answer is both, plus nightmares. And it gets worse. According to Lovecraft's unpublished notes and letters, yep, we read those, Leng exists in multiple realities at once. Think of it as the Wi-Fi router for cosmic horror, weak signal everywhere, but always watching. Fans on Reddit took this and ran with it. Some say Leng exists where time flows backward, and explorers have literally forgotten their own births. Others joke it's the final boss level of reality where you need a PhD in geometry just to walk straight. But here's where real-world lore collides with fiction, like two confused goats on a plateau. The Tibetan plateau has long been linked with mystical realms like Shambhala, a utopia that's only accessible to the enlightened. Early 20th century theosophists merged this with the idea of Agartha, a hollow earth city beneath the Himalayas. Lovecraft, who read everything from scientific journals to fringe occult tracts, blended all this into Leng, a dream-laced chimera of ancient fears. And then there's Antarctica. In the 1930s, it was still largely unexplored. Rumors of lost pyramids, strange magnetic anomalies, and even Nazi expeditions fed into the public's paranoia. For Lovecraft, that was perfect material. Oh, and one last twist. In later Lovecraft-inspired stories, Hello, the Shadow Out of Time, Leng becomes a place where aliens store human minds in jars for later download, because, well, why not? So to sum it up, Leng isn't a place. It's a narrative black hole where myths, dreams, sci-fi and cosmic horror shake hands, scream, and then disappear into mist. After Lovecraft, Leng became the horror writer's version of a cinematic universe Easter egg. You'll find it in video games like Bloodborne and Call of Cthulhu, tabletop RPGs such as Arkham Horror, and even fan theories linking it to everything from Area 51 to the Bermuda Triangle. Lovecraft's literary pals like August Derleth ran with the idea, turning Leng into a full-blown cosmic transit hub like Grand Central Station, but for eldritch horrors and sentient shadows. Scholars now study Leng as a symbol of forbidden knowledge, the ultimate here be dragons zone. In postmodern interpretations, Leng represents the limits of human comprehension, the point where language, logic, and honestly, even sanity break down. In short, Leng went from a weird plateau in a short story to the cornerstone of an entire mythos, and it's still expanding, like a black hole made of unspeakable geometry. So what is Leng? A mountain in Tibet, a ruin in Antarctica, a dream you shouldn't wake up from. Maybe it's all of them, or maybe it's just Lovecraft's way of reminding us that some places are better left unmapped. In a world obsessed with Google Maps and Street View, Leng remains one of the last places that refuses to sit still geographically, psychologically, or narratively. And that's what makes it so terrifying and so brilliant. Now it's your turn. Do you think Leng is a real place buried under myth, a psychological metaphor, or just a really good excuse to not finish your Antarctic hiking trip? Comment your theories below. Like, share and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into hidden myths, ancient maps and literary legends only on Infinitia Verity, where facts meet the fantastic.